Hey, welcome back to Shutterbug Club. I'm your host, Sue, and I have an in-person guest with me today. This is Avery. Hi, Avery.
Hello.
Avery is another photographer in the area, and this year I really want to just hang out with more photographers and be more in the community, and we needed just like a fun episode on the podcast.
She's too serious, guys.
I know. So this episode, we're just going to talk photography things. We're going to have fun, do some like hot takes on photography, and then I have some like would you rather would you rather questions for Avery. So before we get started, Avery, can you share what it is you like to photograph and like how long you've been doing photography?
Yeah, I mean, like photography, not professionally, a couple years. Professionally, I'm only going on a few shoots. I'm pretty scared to put myself out there, but it's fine.
Which is totally normal. Like that's a really big thing a lot of photographers struggle with.
I fell in love with like just nature and like landscape photography and like just photographing every little thing that I thought was pretty. Taking way too many photos of random things. But yeah, I mean, I think I would really love to get into doing more portraits. I also really love weddings just because I'm around them a lot. So
oh yeah, Avery's mom has a wedding venue.
Yeah.
So she has the perfect opportunity.
Yeah, literally. So yeah, that's kind of.
How long ago did you kind of get into it? Like, have you just always been taking photos, would you say? Or when did you like buy your first camera?
I actually borrowed my mom's camera for a while, I think starting in like 2018, 2019. And I bought my first camera, I think in 22.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
What camera did you get?
I have a Nikon D50-500. That was the first one.
I think we've talked about this, maybe.
Maybe we have.
That was also
remember.
my first camera.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I loved that camera. And
yeah.
Sometimes I'll even bring it to like weddings and just play around with it.
Yeah.
And like give it to my second shooter or something.
Yeah.
Like it still is a good camera.
It is, yeah.
Okay, so I have some would you rather questions that we're just gonna kind of talk through. I came up with these like right before the episode, so we'll see how good they are. Okay. Okay. Would you rather wait, have you ever shot with film?
No.
Oh, okay.
I really would love to. That's like on my list of things to learn how to do, but no, I've not.
Okay, this question is film related, so it might be a little difficult. Would you rather only use a film camera for the rest of your life or only use a little digital point and shoot, like the little tiny digital camera?
This is okay. I feel like I would have to pick film because like I feel like I just hate the little like point shoots. They drive me crazy. And they're just so like
yeah, like your photos would always just look so 2000.
Literally. I cannot stand the 2000. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. Can't do it. I don't know what y'all were thinking with like the style of clothing and music, and I just can't. I'm sorry. Everyone's gonna be so offended, all the Y2K people. Oh my god, how could you? No, I just can't do it. So I feel like film would have to be it.
Yeah, and honestly with film, because you can still use different like lenses and you can get such beautiful film cameras, and it'd be a real struggle, especially getting started. But then I feel like if you only shot on film ever, you would really be able to perfect it. You'd probably have the best film photos around. So
literally. Yeah, that's definitely like on my list for this year, just to learn how to shoot on film. I feel like it's so cool.
I know. I wish I did more film. I've only really ever used like a little disposable film camera. Which it counts, I guess. But
like, yeah.
I did have a film camera once, and I found this roll that I tried using, but then I figured out the roll was from like 1980.
Oh no.
Yeah, so it never actually developed. So I just like found the roll and I'm like, oh, this will work.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so I haven't done much film either.
Hopefully you didn't lose any like too good photos.
No, it was like when I was still first beginning, and they weren't like crazy pictures that I missed.
That's good.
Yeah. Okay, so would you rather do a photo shoot in direct sunlight or in the dark?
I would have to say in the dark. I hate shooting in direct sun. I mean, I have seen so many people do it so well, and I'm just like, I can't. But I think like in the dark, like you can use like lights, and you can use like really cool elements that make it stunning.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like I photographed a couple of aerial shows too, and those are really dark, so I'm used to like dealing with that and using denoise and sitting there forever and waiting for it to just
You're
finish
used to
doing
that.
that in Lightroom. I'm like, oh, but yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
I'm more comfortable with that for
Yeah,
sure.
and guys, Avery is also an aerial artist. So my husband Zach, his brother, like runs a circus, and
Yeah.
so actually like has performed in his circus and does stuff like that too. So that's a little fun fact about her. But yeah, I agree. I mean, there's some really cool flash photography. Like I love honestly just going out and
Yeah.
using my flash, but that direct sun can be challenging. But also it can be fun to just kind of like play with it if there's
Yeah.
no expectations.
Yeah.
Like if you have a client and you're not used to direct sun, it can be really scary.
Yeah. I feel like that's one, like, film pictures in like direct sun look really like nostalgic and
Yeah,
cool.
they do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know you can achieve that. I just haven't worked on it enough to get ones that I like.
Yeah.
Just, like, no.
Yeah. Okay. Would you rather have unlimited creative freedom or guaranteed financial stability in photography? Kind of a deep question.
I'm like, wow, okay.
I'm like, we're not getting deep this episode.
It's too serious, guys. Look at this. Oh my god. Okay, wait, let me think about it. Okay, well, how restrictive would it be if I had financial stability? Do I have to like do real estate photos because I would die? I'm sorry.
Okay, let's just say for like a year. Okay. Say for 1 year you can like you don't really have any control on what you shoot, so it might be kind of boring, but
Yeah.
you have like stability, or would you rather have 1 year of just being creative?
And like be broke too.
Yes.
I feel like I'm like that's where I am already, so maybe we would pick the other. Like, I don't know. I feel like
try something else. See
yeah,
how it works.
I feel like when you like you're like me and you're scared to like get clients, then you can just do whatever you want. So, but you're also not getting paid. So like your business is like not making any money.
Yeah.
I feel like yeah, I mean maybe I would try it just for fun, but I
think it would
really
challenge
hate
you.
yeah, I
in, like,
also
some
really
unique
hate being
ways.
told what to do all the time, so I'd probably hate it, but I feel like
Yeah.
it'd be good for me.
Yeah, it could be like a interesting thing to go through because you would have different like circumstances that you have to do,
for
and
sure.
you'd probably learn it like a different way than most photographers do. So it could be interesting.
Good thing we don't have to actually choose this in real life.
Yeah. Okay. Would you rather love your own work but everyone else hates it, or hate your work but everyone else loves it?
Hate it and everyone else loves it.
Really?
I feel like I mean, I don't hate my own work, but I feel like everyone already criticizes themselves so much. And like I'm always like, "Oh, that's not as good as it could have been," or like, "I can do better than that," or "If I knew more, I could do better," or like but everyone else is like, "No, that was so good." Like even in aerial too, I'll perform and I'm like, "Oh, that could have been better." Like
Yeah.
I could have, you know, gotten stronger or like made it more exciting, and everyone else is like, "It's so beautiful," and I'm just like, it could have been. So I feel like that's like my life already. I feel like if I loved it and everyone else hated it, I would quickly also hate it because then I'd be like, what is wrong with me? So I don't know.
No, that's a really good perspective, and actually I feel like that's almost how all artists
I feel like
it's like their work is never good enough.
I feel
even
like
if other people are like, wow, this is incredible, and so it almost like brings that drive more. It's like, no, I can do better. I can do better.
I feel like if you're satisfied with your work, like you should be definitely happy with it. I think that's important and proud of it.
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily mean that you think it's the best you could do. I think if you think, oh yeah, that was the best I could have ever done, then you're not really ever going to try to be better. And
that's so good. Love
I'm
it.
so wise.
Yes. Okay. Would you rather book a campaign with your dream brand or book your dream client every month?
I feel like book my dream client every month. I feel like, I mean, I think there's a lot of brands that'd be fun to work with, but I'm definitely more of like a people person than like, I don't know, working with a brand sounds stressful, but maybe it's not. I don't know. I've never done it, so I don't know.
No, that is kind of a tough question, even how you said, like, you're not used to working with people. Okay, who would be your dream brand, though? Like, what are some brands that you think just would be super cool?
Okay.
I know that's a tough question.
That is a tough question. Alright, I'm also gonna think about I'm, like, staring at this beautiful painting on the wall, too, and this really pretty picture. I'm like, it's so gorgeous.
Thank you.
So if my eyes keep wandering, that's, like, what I'm looking at.
You're good.
Okay, let me think about that.
I mean, just my thoughts. Avery and I kind of just met, like, we've met a few times, but I don't know her super well, but I think for
we're
you
best friends already.
Yeah. I think for you, one thing that would be really cool would be, like, a music artist.
Yeah.
'Cause you love music.
Honestly, I was, like, not even thinking about that. I was like, "Oh, brands, like, clothing and, like"
Yeah. But if you could do, like, a
cameras and
band or something, like,
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
know.
that is another thing, too. I would, like oh my gosh, how do you guys get into concert photography? 'Cause, like, they don't let you take your cameras anywhere. Like, what? Okay.
Okay, what a good question. I actually have a friend who does concert photography. I should have her on the podcast.
Yeah, you should. I feel like I have done, like, I don't even know, like, 1 or 2, like, little concerts, and they
Okay.
were so fun.
Were they, like,
Like,
around Durango?
No, I actually did one in San Diego.
Oh, cool.
But it was, like so do you know who Sadie Jean is? She's, like, a really, like, small artist.
Music?
Yes.
No. I
Okay.
mean, maybe. I'm really bad with names, so it's like if I hear it,
Okay.
I might recognize
Okay.
it, but I cannot remember a name.
Yeah, Sadie Jean and then Sabrina Sterling was opening for her, and I followed her for a while, and so I went to, like, one of her first concerts ever, opening for Sadie Jean, which was really cool, in San Diego, and photographed that. It was at a really small venue in San Diego, so they let me take my
Cool.
camera in.
That's so cool.
But, like, for the most part, they don't let you take your camera in places,
Yeah.
so, like, it's hard to develop your portfolio to even, like, pitch yourself to an artist because you can't take your you can't
You're
go
like
anywhere with
Yeah,
it.
you're
It's
like, "How
what?
do I get work when
Now
I
I'm
don't have
like, yeah, I'm like,
anything?"
how would I even, like, get into that? But I think that that's so fun. Like, it would be so fun to do that for, like, any artist,
Yeah,
honestly.
then you get to listen to music and take
I
photos,
like, it would be the best thing ever, honestly,
Yeah.
yeah. So, let's just say, like, any artist, so that's, like yeah, that would be so fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you're, like, changing your mind, you're like, "Maybe I wouldn't book a dream client every month."
Maybe I would do well, if the dream client is, like,
Is
an artist,
Okay,
then
true.
hey.
Yeah, we can accept that.
Yeah, we'll take that. Can we get both? That's the correct answer. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, would you rather have your work constantly copied or never be noticed at all?
I feel like both would be, like, so annoying.
Yeah.
I feel like well, someone copying you is, like, a compliment.
It is. That's exactly
So
my thought too.
Yeah, so, like, I guess I would be copied 'cause then
Yeah.
at least I'm doing, like, something that's kind of cool,
Yeah.
so
Like, even me thinking about how I got started and, like, I would
Yeah.
copy people all the time.
Yeah.
Like, shamelessly, I would completely recreate a photo shoot that I seen, and I would, like, tag them usually, so I think that's
Yeah.
always nice when they tag
Yeah.
you. But honestly, it is a compliment to be copied, and it's
Yeah,
like,
I think
"Okay, you
so.
like it, thank you."
Yeah, like, okay, you think it's cool, like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this one, it kind of got me when I was writing it. I'm like, I don't know, this one would make me mad. Okay. Would you
scared.
Would you rather miss a once in a lifetime shot or take it and realize later it wasn't in focus?
I feel like I'd rather miss it and never know. I would be so mad. I would be so mad. I would be so mad.
I feel like I would think about it the rest of my life.
I would start crying. I would just be like Yeah, I feel like I'd rather miss it. I'm actually like I'm so trigger happy with my shutter.
Yeah.
I'm, like, intentionally trying to just, like if I see something that's really pretty, but I'm like, okay, like, the sunset at my house is really pretty, but I see it, like, all the time. And everyone is different, so I'm like, I wanna take a picture of it. And I'm like, do I really need, like, 50,000 pictures of, like, the same
That's
sunset?
also me, though. I love a sunset. That's all my camera roll.
Literally, I'm like so I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to be more intentional about, like, not missing the moment because I'm too busy, like, trying to, like, get my camera to take a photo of it.
Yeah.
Which I also, like, get, like, extreme FOMO if I, like, don't take my camera literally everywhere I travel, I'm, like, taking my camera.
I know, I'll go somewhere and, like, not even use it, but I'm like, at least it was there. I felt comfortable.
And my backpack was so heavy because of it, but whatever. Yeah. I just went to Texas, and I took my camera, and I used it one time, but I'm really happy I brought it because there was this, like, I don't know if it was a supermoon or what it was, but it was so, like, the moon was so big, and it was, like, really orange, and my phone would not, like, my phone just would not take a photo of it, and I was, like, so happy that I could just get my camera and take a picture, because I actually have a picture that I like.
Aw.
Because I brought my actual camera, and my phone was not cooperating, but, like, and I would have been mad if I didn't have my camera.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I don't really use it that much if I'm just going on, like, a trip like that. If I'm going somewhere pretty, then I'll use it, but
yeah. But also, I feel like there's nothing wrong with taking those pictures all the time because, I mean, there's, like, so many pictures you take and then only end up using a few, and then also it's, like, the more you take, the better you'll get.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just that if it's on my phone, then my phone runs out of space. I feel like also, I feel like that's really important, and there's a really important balance too, because sometimes, like, with my phone, especially because it's, like, right there for whenever I want to take a picture, that I, like, sometimes don't enjoy the moment as much because I'm like, I have to get, like, this crop and that crop, and, like, did I get, like, everything right, and I want to get, like, a good picture.
Yeah, that's what's so fun about film sometimes too, is it's like you can stay in the moment and capture it at the same time.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah. So I feel like that's, like, my balance, is I want to make sure I'm not, like, missing the moment because I'm so focused on, like, capturing it for later when I'm really not even going to look at it later because, like, I see it all the time.
Yeah, that's, like, the hardest struggle with taking your camera on vacation.
Yeah, that too. And, like, and also we live in such a beautiful place here that it's, like, it's so pretty, like, every time. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, I don't need to take a photo of it, like, literally every time. Like,
yeah.
It's okay. But, like, also,
yeah.
It's such a good practice too. At least it's not, like, boring.
That was a good answer. I like it. Okay.
It was a very in-depth answer.
It was. I love it, though. I love to dig in deep.
Really?
Would you prefer, or, like, what editing style do you prefer, bright and airy or dark and moody?
I feel like I love dark and moody. I feel like I just can't achieve it the way that I would like to. But I also hate when bright and airy is, like, too bright and airy. And it's, like, so bright. And then the photographer doesn't know how to, like, do anything else but bright and airy.
Yeah.
But, like, I feel like that's kind of what I learned, so that's where my style leans. But
is bright and airy?
Yeah, more bright and airy. That's just, like, I've taken some courses and stuff, and that's, like, what they did, so that's kind of how I learned. But I feel like, I kind of want to lean more away from that. But at the same time, I feel like I just can't achieve other things yet.
No, editing is hard. Like, I still struggle with editing. Like, it's hard to get the look that you want.
Yeah.
How do you feel about editing? What do you use to edit?
Lightroom.
Okay.
Yeah, Lightroom Classic. I feel like I am always learning so much about editing. There's so many layers to it, and I feel like even in the span of, like, 6 months, my style changes, and I feel like that's part of why I'm also hesitant to put myself out there, because I feel like I'm not, like, this is such a stupid thing, because it's like I'm not the best that I could be yet, and I'm like, I don't want to offer that if I know I can be better. But, like, what's the point? I'm just gonna be waiting forever. So yeah. But I feel like my style changes, just, like, little tweaks here and there.
Yeah.
I definitely started leaning, like, more on the pink side with my edits recently. I
feel like I've noticed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I love people who achieve, like, the more green, or I have a friend who does more blue, and it looks so cool. I just don't like it personally for myself. I feel like I can't get what I would want with it.
Have you ever purchased presets?
I've done, a while ago, I think I did, but I haven't done that in a while. I feel like it'd be good to do that and learn, but
yeah, I hate how, like, some photographers will say, like, if you use a preset, you're a fake photographer or something like that. I have always used presets, like,
Yeah.
very first from when I started, and it really does help you learn a lot about
Yeah.
editing, and also, like, it's just such a good base to start with, and
Yeah.
it's like there's so many other creative aspects of photographers. I know there's some photographers where it's like editing is their jam. Like,
Yeah.
they are so into it and they love it, but I love editing, but I love to have a base first.
Yes.
And so
I feel like it takes so much time if I don't, like, start like, I make, like, my own sets, obviously. I feel
Yeah.
like most people do that. But I feel like even still, there's sometimes where I just feel lost. I'm like, "There's something missing from this picture, I just don't know what it is," and then I'll, like,
Mhm.
dabble around with, like, my other, like, presets until I find, like, that thing that makes it be what I want it to be. But,
Mhm.
yeah, I feel like I'm always second guessing. I'm like, "Is it too warm? Is it too cold?" Like, yeah, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
always just
No,
a guessing
editing is
game.
hard, and that's like, I'm glad that you said that too, because that's just such a struggle that a lot of people
Yeah.
struggle with, and you feel like a lot of people say you have to have, like, a consistent editing style, or, like,
Yeah.
clients aren't gonna wanna book you because 'cause they're not gonna know what they're getting.
Yeah.
But even me, after, like, 5 years, I'm still like, "Okay, well,
Yeah.
I'm changing the editing style," and my thought on that is it's like, I kinda want you to book me for me, like,
Yeah.
so much more than just the photos.
Yeah.
So it's like, if I change my editing style, that's okay.
I feel like that's so important, and I feel like if I look at a gallery and the style is, like, inconsistent in the gallery, it really drives me crazy 'cause that's, like,
Yeah.
a red flag for me that the photographer's not super consistent with themselves yet. Not necessarily that it's, like, bad, it's just, like, if I do want a certain style, I want that to be
Mhm.
consistent across everything that day,
Yeah, that's a
at
really good
least.
point. Yeah. I like that.
Um, so I feel like that's really important.
Yeah.
Especially if I see different white balances in the same, like, multiple photos and they're, like, slightly
Mhm.
more blue or
Yeah.
more I'm just like, "Oh
Which
my god."
that can be so hard though
It's so
if your
true.
lighting is
If the
changing.
lighting is
It's
changing.
like shadows, direct sun,
I know,
like
I spend so long, like, just sliding the thing until I'm like,
yeah.
"Is it right?" I don't know. I'm such
Yeah.
a perfectionist too, I feel like it just makes it so much harder, but
Yeah. Which we're already speaking about editing, so I'm gonna go into some photography hot takes. And this first one is what are your thoughts on outsourcing editing?
I mean, I feel like, I know a lot of photographers who are moms and, like, they just, like editing takes so much time. It really does. I feel like a lot of people who don't do photography don't realize that, and they're like, "Oh, I'm paying you, like, this much for this many hours." You're like, "Yeah, that's just, like, the fun part." Then I also have to do all of this stuff too, and I'm like my back hurts and everything because 'cause I'm sitting at a computer for so long. But I feel like outsourcing as long as, again, your style is still the way that you want it to be,
Mhm.
whatever that way is.
Yeah, I agree, and
Um,
I think it just goes back to, like, what it is that you love about photography. It's like,
yeah.
if you love editing, don't outsource it, but if you're,
Yeah.
like, other things and you don't have
Yeah.
enough time, like being a mom and stuff,
And I
I
know,
I
like
think you should.
yeah, some photographers, like, outsource, the, like, shooting side of it too. They'll have, like, a
Oh,
friend do
yeah,
their shooting or
mhm, like
whatever.
associate shooters and stuff,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I feel like there's no rules, like, whatever you wanna do, and if people don't like
Exactly,
it, then they
there's
won't book
no
you, and so,
rules.
like, that's not your person, so just whatever.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love that, there's no rules in photography, and a lot of people, especially people who've been doing photography, like, I feel like a lot of older okay, I'm talking about people on Facebook.
Facebook is
They
awful.
think that there's a way to do photography. There's
Uh-huh.
like, "Oh, you did this wrong, you did
And
this
they're like
wrong."
their grandma with their, like, little point and shoot. Oh, this is I'm like,
Yeah.
"What are you even talking about?"
Yeah. Okay, next hot take. What are your thoughts on AI in photography?
I feel like okay, speaking of Facebook, when I go on Facebook and I see a completely AI generated photo and everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's so gorgeous," I get really mad because 'cause I'm like, "That's not, like, an actual picture."
Mhm.
I feel like that's such a different thing than using AI in editing.
Yeah.
Those are, like, completely different worlds, and I feel like everyone just throws AI into, like, the same category. I don't wanna see, like, AI, like, pretending to be a real thing, like a
Mhm.
real photo. I hate that. But,
There
like, using AI in editing, I feel like is a useful
Yeah,
tool. Yeah.
yeah. There's so many AI pictures on Pinterest,
Oh my
but,
god,
like but
yes,
I
I
save a
know.
lot of them. I'm like, "Oh, I love this, I'm gonna recreate
Yeah,
it," but, like, as a real person, so sometimes
yeah.
it's cool to get, like,
I feel
that
like, yeah, inspiration is
inspiration.
really cool because you can, like, tell it, "I really wanna, like I want this," and if you've never seen it before, but you have
Mhm,
this vision in your head, then
mhm,
that's a really cool way to I know people who do that too for, like, digital art. They'll, like, AI
mhm.
generate and then, like, But I feel like, yeah, when I see it and it's like, this is a real picture, I'm like, no, it's not.
Yeah. That's so funny. I was planning actually my lampshade photo shoot where I had my model put a lamp over her
Oh my
head.
God, Celeste, I love Celeste.
Yeah, with Celeste, she modeled, and I couldn't, like, I had this specific color palette and, like, vision in mind, but I couldn't find pictures that matched, and so I did an AI generated one, and it was so funny. Like,
that's true.
I sent it to her, and I'm like, this, but better, I promise.
Literally, yeah. Yeah, I feel like I normally go to Pinterest when I want to, like, find inspiration for things, because I feel like on Instagram, it's, like, too much work.
Yeah.
It's, like, too much other stuff, and I get distracted.
Yeah.
But, yeah, definitely, using that to, like, kind of bring your vision to life before you're able to, like, actually photograph is so helpful. But definitely, I feel like the AI tools, like, in Lightroom are getting better, like, all the masking tools and all
They are,
like, the denoise is, like, really awesome.
Yeah,
for
AI
people like
is
me
insane.
who have little cameras that can't handle when it's dark. I'm just like, oh.
Oh, I know, I do remember that one. It was pretty rough in the dark.
Yeah, I have a slightly better one now, but it's still, like, if I do a wedding, then I'm using both of them, so I still suffer.
Speaking on editing with AI, actually, I found this really interesting feature in my podcast editing. There's, like, AI things, and one of them is eye contact, and I was like, "What is this?" And it edited eyes on me where I was always looking at the camera for the podcast episode. I'm like, "Why would anyone want this?"
So you're just
crazy. It was kinda terrifying.
That's actually kind of, like, yeah, that's kind of awful.
Maybe I should just post an episode one time, see if
You
anyone
should, like,
notices.
a 5-minute episode of just, like, you, like, your body's this way, but you're just like
Yes. Okay.
That's a little bit too inhuman for me.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
There's a line. Okay, have you, moving away from hot takes, just, like, some relatable photography things, have you ever forgotten something important heading to a photo shoot?
I feel like I'm so paranoid that I have, like, a list and I'm like,
Oh, good.
I haven't forgotten anything for a photo shoot, but I have forgotten something traveling before. I just forgot this stupid little charger for my camera batteries.
Oh, no, that's important.
And there's, like, no other way to charge your batteries or the camera because they just don't make them that way, and I didn't have a cord for it or anything. I don't even know if you can charge it that way.
I wish. Wait,
sometimes
maybe with your computer, possibly?
Yeah, I didn't have the
I don't
cord,
know.
though. Yeah.
But that would be kinda nice if they made one that you could just plug into the wall.
Yeah, right. I'm like,
plug your camera into the wall if you have to.
That would be so helpful. Yeah, no, I, like, looked for a cord, but, like, using cords before, I think they only work for, like, data transfers. I don't feel like they work to charge. But, yeah, I went to Florida, just to visit some friends, so it wasn't anything, like, super crazy. But I did go to the beach, and I wanted to take pictures, and my camera died, like,
Oh.
and I got some good pictures, but it did die, and then I couldn't use it for the rest of the trip.
That is unfortunate.
And, like, my friends, they were, like, trying to help me find, like, a charger or, like, a cord or something, or, like, asking the neighbors, and, like, we were trying to find I could not find. So, yeah, don't forget your battery charger.
It's also the worst in Colorado, like, in the area we're in, because if you're shooting somewhere up in the mountains or something, like, in these mountain towns, there's no camera shops. Like, there's
literally.
no Walmart, there's, like, nothing you can do except drive 5 hours.
Yeah, literally. Or if you're, like, way up in the mountains, there's, like, nothing. So if your camera dies, like, it's unless you have a car and you can charge it, but yeah.
Okay.
But they don't even make them, like, you'd have to get, like, an adapter, because they just plug, like, straight into the wall. There's no, like, USB anything either. Like, what age do we live in? Like,
I know.
When are we gonna make, like, you know, the USB-C, like, cables where you can just charge it in your car?
I know. I feel like that's probably gonna be coming soon.
I feel like with
hopefully.
mirrorless, like, everything's, like, moving, hopefully, in that direction. I guess we'll see.
Okay, are there any camera settings that confuse you right now? Or, like, how do you feel about manual? Was it hard for you to learn? Do you feel like you have it down?
I feel like, okay, I know what I want in manual. It's just that if the light is changing really quickly, it's hard for me to, like, change everything quickly. Like, I'm still, like, I, remember when recently I was second shooting a wedding, and, like, it was just, like, really, like, spotty lighting, and then, like, everywhere I turned, the light was, like, completely different. So I definitely have some pretty overexposed and underexposed pictures from that. But, yeah, like, trying to remember that I need to like change my settings because I'm just like, oh, I have to take this moment. I have to take this moment. I did dabble a little bit with like auto ISO, like everything else manual and then auto ISO just so I didn't like do that so badly. But then with that, sometimes it would expose not the way that I wanted it to. So I feel like it's just hard. Like, I wish that there were like, I know like some newer cameras have like presets where you can like preset
you can,
certain
like, set
settings and then like
settings.
just go back and forth.
Yeah, it's also harder because you're using, like, you don't have a mirrorless.
Yeah.
So you can't tell. Exactly. You have to go back and look, and then you're like, oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I feel like, that's kind of the struggle is like not that I don't know what I want. I just don't remember that I need to like change it. If I have to like, I'm like here and I'm like photographing, the groom, and then I turn around and try to photograph the bride who's like walking down the aisle and the lighting is totally different and I'm like, but I don't want to miss it. I
know. Whenever I was beginning, one thing that would get me too is if they walked out of a building. It's like they're coming straight from outside and you're like switch really quick. Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, I feel like that's definitely one of the harder things.
Yeah. Okay. What's something you thought would be easy but wasn't?
Okay, I have to think about this.
I know, it's like a harder question.
Like there's so many possibilities for.
I feel like it's almost like everything. Like,
yeah,
I was like, probably editing was one for me. I'm like, I thought this would be so easy.
Yeah, I feel like there's not a lot of things I like went into with like a preconceived idea of like what it would be like.
Yeah,
I feel like I just was like, oh, this is easy, or oh, this is hard. Probably one thing that like I didn't realize I would be like so like scared of is just like posing people and like interacting with people and like being professional. I don't know.
Are you introverted or
I'm
extroverted?
like super extroverted.
Okay, I was gonna say you seem very extroverted.
Yeah, I'm like so extroverted. So that was like something I never expected.
Yeah, so
I was like,
surprised.
Wait, why am I scared of this? I don't know. I feel like I just have, again, like I'm like super perfectionist and I just like want everything to be as good as it possibly can be. And I hate like being awkward and I hate like not being prepared for situations. Yeah. So I feel like, that was like the main thing is like meeting people I don't know and like introducing myself is like really easy for me. But then like guiding them and posing them and like all of that, I just don't feel like everything is like right there and ready to go. I feel like that just needs more practice so that I don't have to like think so much about
that's
how am I gonna pose them and like they're not comfortable with me yet and like how do I navigate that?
Especially for people that are just a little bit more uncomfortable and it takes a little bit more to
like people
get them.
aren't like super comfortable in front of a camera. They just like and I'm like, no, stop looking at me. Like, stop looking at me. I had the same wedding that was like the like really difficult lighting for me. The couple was also just like they weren't like very candid with each other. They were just like always like looking at like both of us, like wherever we were, that their eyes would like find us, and I'm like, stop looking at me.
Oh, okay.
I'm second shooting. Stop looking at me. I'm not even here, guys. But I feel like that was really like that was like one of the first weddings I did, and I was like, oh my god, like how do I get them to just like forget that I'm here?
Yeah.
And then the one I did immediately after that, the couple was like way more candid and way more comfortable with each other and with the main photographer, and like it was just like they had so many moments where like they like didn't even act like we were there, and I was like, okay, this is like this is good because I need more of that.
And it's also so different if you're photographing a couple versus like an individual, like a senior or something. Like it's a completely different approach in getting them to be comfortable in front of the camera. And so I do remember how challenging that was too. But just by doing it, you get the practice.
I just hate
get better.
Like I hate. Okay. I really hate watching like really cringy movies. This is like such a weird thing to say, but I'm gonna bring it back around. Okay, like everyone loves Elf, right? Have you seen this movie?
Yeah.
It's just like the secondhand embarrassment that I get watching it. I'm just like, oh my god. And I feel like I get like secondhand embarrassment like thinking about myself like trying to pose people.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, ugh. Yeah. Like I was so awkward or like I didn't.
Okay. I
I'm just like I don't want to put myself in that situation again, but that's the only way to get better.
I get that too, yeah. And especially being like more shy, I'm always like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have done that, and like really overthink it. But
and then also like again, like what do I say when I'm like switching settings, and then what do I say when I'm like, wait, I don't like it here. Like we need to go to a different place, and like I don't know. Or like if I like tell them like 3 times to do something and they still don't understand like what I was saying, I'm like, do I just go with it or do I like try to fix it again? Like I tried to explain what I meant, I tried to show, and they're still, like, not understanding.
Yeah, I know. I usually move on. I'm like, "Oh, that looks so good. I love it. Okay, next."
Yeah. That's just, like, where do I like, how do I yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like and yeah, I am, like, super extroverted, but I also, like, do, like, get social anxiety. I guess I just never expected to experience that, but
Yeah.
apparently that's something that I experienced, so
Okay. Um, what is one small win you've had recently with photography?
Hmm. I feel like I'm just I don't know, like, finally, I don't know. I feel like it's a never-ending process of just, like, figuring out, like, myself and my style and
Mhm.
my confidence. Um, I didn't do a whole lot of weddings this year, but I did a handful, and that's more than I've really done before, and so
That's
I feel like
huge.
I learned so much every time.
Yeah.
Like, so much more than I expected to learn every time that I was like, "Okay, I gotta, like, focus on this more and this
Mhm.
more," and
Yeah.
just being annoyed with, like, my slightly older gear that doesn't exactly perform the way that I want it to, and I'm like, "Ugh,
Yeah.
okay." But I feel like, yeah, I just learned so much, and I feel like I still have so much to learn
Yeah, and
all
the
the time,
fact
but
that though you feel like you felt like maybe you weren't quite ready, but you still did it.
yeah,
Like, that's so good.
yeah.
I love that. Okay, we're gonna move on to talking about the future. What's one thing you're excited to learn next?
Ooh, okay, let me think about
Or,
this.
like, one thing you wanna learn, like, wish you could do or something like that?
Okay. Um, okay, let me think.
You're good.
Like, so many deep questions today.
I'm sorry.
No, I love it. I do, I just have to think about it a little bit. Um, hmm. I think I'm just, like I'm excited to push myself more. I feel like even doing this is, like, something that when she first asked me, I was like, "There's no way I'm doing that, that's so scary," and then I was
Oh.
like, "Wait, okay, how bad could it really be?" You know, like, I feel like I just need to push myself, and every time that I do something that I'm, like, scared of or I'm, like, hesitant about, not, like, because it's a bad thing, but just because I'm scared of it,
Mhm.
I do it and I'm like, "Oh, okay, that really wasn't that bad. It was
Yeah,
actually kind of fun, like,
yeah.
maybe I'll do it again." And that's been my whole life. I'm, like, scared of zip lines and scared of this and scared of that, except for roller coasters. Every time I get on a roller coaster, I hate it. So,
Oh.
that will never
Okay.
go away, but, like, other things, I feel like, yeah, every time that I and this last year, you know, I pushed myself more just by doing weddings and stuff like that, and I feel like
Yeah.
it's just, like, boosting my confidence slowly, so I feel like that's what I'm
So
excited
would
about.
yeah,
It's
just, like,
just
getting out there and doing more and
yeah,
getting uncomfortable
trying
and
to, like, push myself to
yeah.
do things that I don't want to do,
Do
but
you have a goal of, like, something you wanna photograph this year or, like, a certain amount of photo shoots you wanna do, anything like
hmm,
that?
um, I don't know, I feel like I'm definitely really hard on myself with goals like that, and I'm like, if I say, like, "I wanna do this many," and then I don't do that many, I'm gonna be, like, really mad. So I'm
What
like, "Maybe I
what
shouldn't do that." But I feel like just, like, having a different, like how do I say this? Like, a different view on it, like, I would like to not be so scared of it anymore.
Okay, yeah.
So however many it takes to get there.
I always say shoot for 100 and you'll get 50.
There you go.
So, you gotta be a little unrealistic
Yeah.
with your goals.
Yeah. I feel like that's a good thing, and, yeah, I feel like I don't have a specific number in mind, but just, like, getting to a point where I don't feel so, like, completely out of my, like, comfort zone
Yeah, and,
anymore.
I mean, you can do that with, like, not clients too, just, like,
Yeah,
doing photo shoots for fun,
for
so,
sure. Yeah.
yeah, makes it a little less scary.
Yeah.
If you could give your past self one photography tip, what would it be?
Oh my god. Um, this does not sound like it should be a deep question, but let me think about this.
No, it's hard, it is.
Um, I don't know. Oh my gosh. I feel like there's nothing that I, like, really would have done differently because I feel like yeah, just, like, always been learning and
Mhm. Is
yeah, I
there
don't
anything
know.
else you've struggled with as trying to get into photography besides, like, posing people and just, like, the fear of getting out there and doing it and editing? Is there anything else that's kind of been a roadblock?
I feel like the, like, actual business side of things.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I feel like everyone hates that. But, like, I'm so Gen Z, I hate talking on the phone with people I don't know. Every time I have to call the bank, my parents both look at me and they're like, I'm not doing that for you. And I'm like, please, I don't want to. And then I do it and I'm like, oh, that wasn't so bad, even though I was on the phone for like half an hour, but whatever. Yeah. I feel like, I don't know what it is about my generation, but something about it, we just like really hate talking on the phone. And my parents make fun of me for it. But that's a big thing because I like have to answer phone calls and I have to like, writing emails is not as bad, but yeah, just like being like a professional. And I like, yeah, I feel like I watch my parents and with the business that they run, and we have a couple businesses actually, but they're just so like, and you know, they learned along the way too. They weren't like superstars at the beginning of it, you know. They learned along the way. But I feel like seeing them and they're so comfortable with it and like, you know, it's so awesome and I feel so like I don't know what I'm doing and I'm so young and like I feel like people don't always take me seriously and yeah, that's kind of the
I know, it's hard, and I feel like there's such a pressure, especially when being younger, where it's like you feel like you have to know it all, but it takes so long to figure it out. Like, I feel like it's taken me a long time too, and I barely am finally kind of getting it. But that's also, I hate when somebody calls me when I'm not expecting it. Like, I get so much anxiety. I love a planned call. Like, if I have a scheduled call, I don't mind it so much. Yeah. But if somebody calls me, I'll usually not answer it, and Zach will get so mad at me. He's like, that could be a client. You need to answer. And I'm like, what if I'm not ready for their question?
Literally, yeah. Same. Even if it's a friend, if they're like calling me and I don't know why, I'm like, leave me a voicemail. I'm not answering that.
Leave me a voicemail. Have you ever heard of text?
Well, my friends leave me voicemails. I don't know why.
Do you like voice messages?
Okay. I love getting voice messages. I actually hate sending them.
Okay.
But I feel like I'm getting better about that. It depends on who it is. If it's someone that I like know pretty well, I don't mind.
I've sent you a few, haven't I?
Yes.
Okay. That's like how I communicate.
Yeah,
I hate
feel
texting.
Yeah, I feel like I'm hating texting more and more because I just have so much that I want to say.
Yes, exactly. And you can't get your personality in there. You're like, this is not how I meant to say it. Like,
yeah. But I feel like I overthink it. And then like when I'm on the spot and I like start recording, I suddenly can't remember anything that I want to say. Yeah. So I've been trying to do it more so I like remember. Yeah. And then I'm like, okay, it's not that bad. But if I'm like angry about something or like I'll leave like long voice messages. I'm like, you better be prepared because I'm not happy right now.
You're like vent it all out.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
I love that. Okay. I think that's all for today. Can you share where people can find you and support you?
Yeah. My website, which I need to work on, so don't judge me. Is averygracephotography.com. And then my Instagram handle is avery.grace.photo. And I'm also on Facebook. I don't even know what my thing on Facebook is because I never go on there. But yeah, I'm sure you could figure it out.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Avery.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Bye.
So fun. Bye.